What is up, everyone? I wanted to take a minute and show you guys how we turn these not so beautiful resin craters, pits, dimples, blemishes, and made them actually one of my favorite parts of the piece. So we took them from mistakes to awesome. And anyways, I'm going to show you what we did, how we addressed it, how we fixed it, and called it a choice instead of an error. And just to give you a sneak peek, this is what it ends up looking like. So first things first is we're going to sand the whole piece with a 220 grit sandpaper. You can use a sander like we are, or you can just hand sand. Don't forget to wear a respirator. It'd be in a well-ventilated space when you sand resin or / work with resin. We're not adding too much pressure. We're just trying to sand down those high points that are super unattractive. But it doesn't take long when you have a hand sander. But now we have an issue of the craters or divots being filled with the sanding dust. So we have to address that. Unfortunately, there are quite a few on this piece because of a number of reasons. But anyways, we have a lot to address, so let's get to it. The first thing you can do is take something sharp. I'm just using an X-Acto and kind of dig out all of the sanding dust like this. Or you can use something more high pressure. My husband is an airbrush artist, so we happen to have fine point airbrush machines or guns. And it's really quick, really easy to just puff those out. And next thing we're going to do is wipe everything down with 91% isopropyl alcohol to get all the sanding dust off the piece. And so now you're left with still having divots, but a way better surface overall. Something we can easily fill in with resin. But some of them, like these, we left white. And some of them we actually added a little bit of dark dye into the holes that were left behind. But in any case, after you apply any dyes, you want to wipe off your surface so that it doesn't have any black smudges because we use black. Anyways, now you're going to mix your resin. Takes forever in my case. I hate mixing resin. Anyways, so while I'm mixing resin, here's Canvas, the puppy. She's 9 weeks. And our big boy, Bowie, he is 4 years old, and he's a big brother now. Anyways, back to work. So make sure your surface is level, obviously, because you don't want all your resin to run off. And after you're sure it's level, go ahead and dump out your resin. I made sure to scrape the sides and the bottom and my stir stick, so I'm going to empty all of the resin out of my bucket. And then I'm going to further mix my resin just on the surface of the piece itself. So you can see here where there's still sanding dust in some of those holes. The ones that are on screen now are the ones that we hollowed out. And then over on the far side, I have these ones, which are the ones we added some black dye and let it dry for a little bit before we moved on. And I think having those really made the piece look more natural. I was just picking out some dust that have landed in the finish. And once you get all the little dust particles out, hit it with some heat, and you should have a super beautiful, super smooth finish. And if you leave those little craters or fill them with white or black or whatever color you're working with, I think it gives you a much more natural finish. What do you think? Do you think that the dots enhance it or take away from it? Let me know in the comments below. I love this piece. If you want me to do a marble video for you guys, let me know down in the comments. I'm happy to do another one. Also, subscribe. And don't forget to be kind to one another because you never know what someone's going through. And we'll see you guys in tomorrow's live. Bye. I said bye.